in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Boom in your face. Hello and welcome to Boom in Your Face, a platform for indie artists and musicians to come and share their new music or projects, as well as discuss topics about the music industry and the community at large. Boom in Your Face has two meanings. One is that boom in your face from the music that you're listening to. But the other boom in your face is when someone assumes the situation is one way and boom in your face is totally wrong and something totally different. So on occasion we discuss those boom in your face moments, so watch out that someone might be you. Listeners, if you'd like to share your boom in your face music or projects, or share your boom in your face moments, or just want to join us in the conversation, reach out and email me at boominyourface616@gmail.com or visit the website and sign up for the newsletter, like, subscribe, and share the episodes. Mary Kearney. I'm your host. Welcome. How you doing? This is Mary Kearney from Boom in Your Face podcast, live at the Podfest, and we have...
Hi, I'm Fela. I'm owner of One of One Production Studios in Fort Lee, New Jersey. We work with talent like Ice-T, Ebony K. Williams from New York City Housewives of Housewives of New York City, and stuff like that. But also local doctors and lawyers and stuff in northern New Jersey, New York City area.
So, what is your main content subject matter?
It's all over. It's whatever niche our client is in. Okay. We help them get their story out. And that's our major thing is, and do it at a high level, whether that's audio or video. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what inspired you to even start on that path? Because I wanted to transition out of being on the road as a audio engineer. Okay. I was a front of house engineer, and if you don't know, front of house engineer, that means I mix for the audience for like a concert. So the person is in like the middle of the crowd with that big board in front of them. That's what I used to do for a living. And I loved it. I was out with 8-time Grammy Award winner Christian McBride for almost 10 years. Okay. And I got to see the entire world, Africa, Asia, Europe, New Zealand, everywhere.
I want to see your passport. I want to see your passport. I don't believe you. No,
joking. I have lots of stamps. So I'm still flying at gold status from my time doing that. But now, I started doing podcasting while I was touring. Okay. And I would actually interview like Christian McBride and then the people like Patrice Rushen that I would be out on tour with. And it started from that. And then people would ask me, well, how do you do a podcast? Right. So I was like, hey, this is how you do it. And then we kind of turned it into a business and people just kept going. Yeah. So it took me off the road and I'm still getting to do audio and production work. So it's great. Because now I own what I do, owning the company, and it's a different thing. And it's funny, you have a notification from Triller. Triller came through our studio as well. So, we work with so many types of great other companies like iHeart, SiriusXM, providing them with production from my studio. So. It's been great to expand into, I was doing live, but to now do like live broadcast and that sort of thing. So I'm still in the same wheelhouse.
Okay, now I'm gonna let y'all know she's very humble, which is usually the great success of many, because she is a Hall of Famer from Full Sail, and she has done a lot in the industry. Now she's telling you some of these people, and you think she's name dropping. She's not name dropping people. These are real situations that organically came from her professionalism and her craft. She's excellent at what she does.
Thank you.
So how did that feel too when you had gotten that honor to be able to go into the Hall of Fame and it's your alma mater and all of those type of things, right?
Well, the interesting thing is that wasn't a thing when I was actually going to the school. So it wasn't even something to aspire to until years later. But it did go on my vision board once I found out about it. I was like, you know what? I would like to be a part of this. Like, I've always loved the school too. It inspired me once I found the school, which I was in the 10th grade in high school when I found Full Sail, and it was on. I was like, once I saw Leslie Braithwaite and
Leslie changes your life once you meet him.
And really, I didn't even get to meet him until I got into the Hall of Fame. Funny enough,
really,
everything was just from afar.
Oh, gotcha. And in that personal connection.
Because at first, not a lot of the people that were alumni from Full Sail were coming back that much like they are now. And this, Hall of Fame wasn't. Like now, it's a reason for us to come back, but
it's a community.
It's a community. But before, it was just like, I know so and so. That was all I had, and that was good enough for me. So I was like, okay, Oscar winners went here, Grammy Award winners went here. That's good enough for me. I don't even need to know the teachers.
I'm in the circle. Exactly. That's understandable, but you know what? Is also the culture too, because everybody's not self-serving. Everybody's not self-serving. Not to say that this isn't a pocket, but it's a very small pocket. I haven't met that pocket, so I can't speak to that. But everybody's open, friendly, trying to support each other. It is a loving environment. Genuinely. Everybody wants to see everybody win, and they try to the best they can.
Especially if you went to school there.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying about the support within. You saying that it wasn't a build-up when you was in that school, as far as that kind of thing, but now that it's grown and gravitated into a whole nother thing.
And it's a beautiful thing, and now I just have a bunch more brothers and sisters with that, with being a part of that whole conglomerate. I feel like, because we're growing every year. 6 people, out of 70,000. Graduates, to get picked out of that is crazy. So,
see what I'm saying about being humble? Because that is the selection process. There's only a few gonna make it, and they've been in an industry over 10 years, or graduated over 10 years from even thinking about being on that level. So something for y'all to grasp for now that exists. But now tell me about projects that you got coming up and that you're working on, or whatever you are now putting on your vision board for where you see one productions going.
One of one production is just growth. More very bigger studios, maybe multiple locations. Just figuring all that out, as I go. But opportunities come all the time for different things. So
because this was a new opportunity for you, right? Because I was so glad to see you on the list as a speaker. I was like, all right, because that's my girl, and you're deserving to come, and you have so much knowledge that you can share. So like
I say, this is a little bit every day for 20 years.
Well,
20 years, the compound interest on that, whether that's money or knowledge, is gonna pay off at some point.
Well, knowledge is power, and also is wealth. So all of that keys in together, and you have plenty of it in bags and bags full of it. So you're gonna get all of that coming to you.
That's the next level.
Speak that into we're gonna speak that in there. So I love that you took time to stop and talk with me.
No problem.
That this is an impromptu interview, people, but we can do another traditional one later on down the road.
I'll be back in April. Definitely for Hall of Fame.
You're obligated now. You're obligated. So that's where that goes. So we'll definitely get together in April. And do this again. Listeners, I want to thank you again for joining me for another episode of Boom in Your Face. Please remember to support the podcast on the website. As a reminder, if you'd like to share your Boom in Your Face music, or share your Boom in Your Face moments, or just want to join in the conversation, reach out and email me at boominyourface616@gmail.com, or visit the website and sign up for the newsletter and share your stories. I'm your host, Mary Kearney. Be blessed. Boom in your face.